Been a great week. I think we had a great camp in Hamilton, but to come together and know at the end of the week there's a test match has been fantastic. So a lot of hard work. A lot of we've still got guys learning a whole lot of things about what we want to do, but I think the tightness of the group and the desire and excitement about playing international games right up there. Yeah, I think really, it's getting that blend of the excitement of coming together and the overwhelm of learning a whole lot of new things. And it's not easy, and then you've got a few new players and you've got some experienced players. But our leadership group particularly have done a great job, I think, of just narrowing down the focus to we're now in game mode. And so whilst there's a lot of learning going on and a lot of excitement, we're also fully aware that test matches require total focus on that. So as this week's gone through, you've just seen the blinkers come through a little bit, and everyone's just zoning in on what needs to be done. Yeah, I mean it's a normal approach in terms of we keep really open-minded through the first 10 days of our assembly. We really wanted to see how players adapted and fitted in, and how comfortable they were coming back into the environment. And so there's a number of positions that we really between Plum, myself, and Foxy, we really want to stay open-minded as long as we can. But excited by the group. Seriously, it's. There's a lot of talent there at the moment. There's a lot of people jumping out of the skin and wanting an opportunity. There's a few disappointed players, and that's to be expected. But everyone just, I think, can't wait to see the black jersey run out. We've got good depth there in terms of, like Moods is, I think Moods is our established loose head who's good form. We've got Cody, and when you look at Cody and Colsey, they're a great tag team, those two, and just feel that Colsey's had a period away with his calf, come back, train the house down, and it's good for him to come off the bench, and then Cody's in great form, and real good opportunity, I guess, to reward Offa, who I think's been a pretty special improver this year for someone he's been on our bench and has played that loose head role a bit the last few years to focus more entirely on that tight head role and do it so well is a reward for him. And again, we've got someone like Nepo on the bench, so there's a great group there. Yeah, gone with a bit of experience there. I mean, obviously with Sammy, he's got a chance to lead this team out. We're excited about that. Artie, well, we know he can play 7, 8, and again he's in good form. Shannon, I think he's got some experience. I think this is a game that having his experience of what's going to come, but at the same time having the likes of Hoskins on the bench to. He's been so impressive for the Blues this year. We've been impressed with how he's come in, and so we've got an ability to bring him in and involve him during the game and hopefully let him show his skill sets there. So there's a nice mix there. Yeah, great opportunity for TUPOU, isn't it? He's I guess what's excited us, I guess once we named him and in some ways introduced him to the country, we've just seen him grow up, grow a couple of leagues since then as well, and I think he had a couple of performances with Taranaki after he got named that just showed that he's a talented player, I think the mantle of being an All Black sits quite nicely on his shoulders, and so whilst he's got lots to learn and he's young but he seems comfortable here, and I think he's rooming with Sammy Whitelock, not a bad place to start, and he's got two great locks, who are starting that are working with him, and it'll be a great experience. But just to see his smile around the hotel is pretty cool. Yeah, well, you talk about smiles. Well, his is as big as TUPOU, I think. Caleb's shown great maturity since he came in. He's a good learner. He's asked good questions, confident in himself, and so we're pretty confident that he'll just go out there at what will be a big occasion, and it'll be a nervous time, but really confident that he can just go and just settle down and just do what he does and just run hard and enjoy playing. Well, I'm disappointed to hear that. I've been really working hard on my ogre and my tough image, but no, it's you want people to come in and enjoy being themselves here, and it can be a very overwhelming environment, and so we do work hard on having players come in and being able to express themselves, be themselves, and largely this new group have done that. So it's been good for the first few weeks. But proof's in the pudding now, isn't it? And this is when it all starts. Oh, look, high intention. I mean, it's a Bledisloe series, and winning the first. I guess you want to, for them, winning that first one's going to be massive for them to put a marker down, and the same applies with us. So, we're at home. We know that they're going to probably go out there with a. Sort of playing in some ways with not a lot to lose, and got a lot of new coaches, so there'll be some new ideas coming out of there. But I just see them go out there and playing a game where they probably play a brave game where they just really want to show what they've got, and it's probably going to guarantee it's a pretty fast sort of hectic game. Yeah, well, there's a potential for us to do the same, to be fast and hectic, and when you get that mix of apprehension about are we going to play, longevity since our last game, that sort of period, that's a Bledisloe. There is a potential for both teams to go out there and try and overplay their hands, I think. So we've just got to get that blend right. We've got an experienced team. We have to make sure that we control the controllables in this game, and in some ways when you're starting out and you're building your team, it's almost back to the basics. It's back to let's get our set piece right, let's make sure that we keep our team rocking forward and not get too hung up on structure, but just let the guys use their skill sets around that. So I guess that would be on my wish list. Just be loud and really enjoy it. Whilst this is a massive game for us, the Bledisloe means everything. It's in some ways it's also a bit of a celebration, isn't it? After what we've been through, and we could have gone through a year with none of this, with no international rugby, and for those that love the game, I think we just got to go out there and enjoy it, and hopefully we can put an occasion on, along with the Wallabies that befits that.